Recording. All right, we're live. Welcome back to the Pay Day Off Podcast. This is episode 14. Thank you all for rocking with us. I'm here with my friends, my brothers, Terrence Green, Leroy Bossick. How you guys doing?
Chilling,
vibing,
hanging in there.
All right, never mind. Don't ever say vibing. Talking to Leroy.
First of all, wait, hold on. Because I said I was vibing, nigga. What?
Forget all that. Yo, go to troyblock.com.
I try to
go to troyblock.com if you want to get an imperfect shirt or hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Shameless plug.
She's just forcing an advertisement.
Yeah, that was a non-smoothest like ad placement.
Buy my shirts. Give me money.
While Leroy was talking.
Make sure you get.
Real talk. With it, man. Nah. I'm kidding, but like real talk. I appreciate everybody that supports. Let's get started for real. Like we were saying before, bro, every time we record, it seems like Kanye is just getting more and more relevant. So we might as well kick it off with Mr. Ye, changing the music streaming game with this.
You call him Mr. Ye?
Changing the streaming game with this stem player.
Yeah. Did you see of like what all that consists of and actually does? Like I was watching a video of it. Shout out to this YouTuber Jamari. He like not Jamari, but like this nigga who like he breaks down like what it actually does and basically like it stems each layer of the song. So you can literally like upload a file of any song you want onto the stem player and then not just Donda 2 or whatever. And then you can actually like has different stems of it, like the bass, vocals, just treble, whatever shit. And you can like turn that shit on, off, on and off.
So you can like break it up, basically.
Yeah, you can do any song. So I feel like that's kind of revolutionary for like artists and if they're trying to do certain shit like that, like and like making music and shit like that. So I thought that was like actually kind of revolutionary in a way. I
feel like that's a niche market though. He's not gonna sell out stores or something like that. I don't think.
I mean,
we're saying that now, but
yeah, I mean,
I feel like he's onto something. I don't know.
Yeah, he's definitely onto something.
Yeah,
I don't think it's as niche as you think. Like, sure, the purists and like people that actually make music and engineers and stuff, they're gonna be the ones that are really the most hands-on with it. But some people just are gonna think it's cool and they want to mess with the music and they're fans of Kanye as well. So they might just want to get it.
That's what I'm getting at.
200 though. That's like, damn.
Yeah,
but
it's Kanye though.
Yeah, you had to like what the you had to buy this shit to listen to Donda 2, right? Yeah, I'm out.
I mean, I love the like T said, it's revolutionary. I just like the whole idea of it and the way he's like, yo, this is how I'm gonna control my own music.
Yeah,
out of respect.
He's like just kind of stepping out of that, just trying to do his own shit, change the wave of the game and shit, like shake the game up with like how music is distributed and shit. I think it's kind of cool. I'm not gonna buy the shit. I fuck with Kanye, but I just thought it was something cool.
I fuck with it. I mean,
I might buy it one day.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, I fuck with like the vision, just not enough to want to purchase it. And then on top of that, I don't necessarily think that's something that's gonna be around like as a staple. But it don't really matter because clearly, I mean, he's got his own type of vision. So I mean, if it fails, it is what it is. So y'all saw the documentary though.
Yeah. One more. Oh, did the new part come out or it comes out tomorrow?
It came out today.
Oh, it came out today. I didn't see it yet.
Yeah, it's already out
today.
I didn't listen. I didn't see it. I didn't see the third one yet. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought it came out tomorrow. Comes out tomorrow, but yeah, I'm gonna check that out because these first two parts were so good.
Very.
Like, I don't know. I feel like I've been talking about this for the past couple of days, but me and my mom were talking about it and she watched it. And it's just crazy to see how he manifested his own future and documented it. Like, it's one thing to like say something and then put the work in and do it, but he said, yo, record me. I'm going to do this.
Bro,
I want everybody to see it 20 years from now.
Bro, I was literally talking about that to my boy at work today, bro. I'm like, bro, that's like me like going into my job and being like, yo, like on my first day, like, yo, one day I'm gonna be the fucking CEO of this spot. So like, yo, I want you to do me a favor, like record this process. Like that's what makes it even wilder. Cause it's like to see the process of like him actually like coming up was just
it's nuts.
I don't has anyone ever done that before? like documented their progress like to that extent.
No, that's what makes it so amazing.
You know what I'm
like
saying?
I don't
usually
think
documents
so.
have like interviews and shit like that, but like you guys are talking about,
Yeah.
like niggas is like niggas in the dentist, bro, like filming.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, why are you filming this? There's hella times where niggas are like, why are you filming this right now?
Facts.
He's like, he basically had the mindset, I'm gonna be famous. This shit gonna be fucking crazy.
The nigga had to keep saying like, yo, this is my documentary. Say what's up. This is my
Yeah.
documentary. This is my
Yeah.
documentary. Like, yeah, that's equivalent to like a nigga like coming up to us right now, like saying like, yo, I'm about to be a rapper. Like, say what's up to the camera, man. Like, I'm gonna be famous one day. And you're like, you know, you're like, yo, what up? But like in the back of your mind, you're still thinking like,
Yeah.
I mean, is this nigga really gonna be famous? Who knows?
Because it's like the
So it's
chances
like-
are, I mean, if someone actually becoming famous,
Of course. But at the same time, though, it's like you can't really blame people for not always buying in because it's like there's so many people that want to be a rapper or whatever the case. So it's like, what are they to think? So like that's why, like, when I saw like some of the clips, like people reacting when he was like playing All Falls Down and shit like that. Granted, that song was fire. But like still people hear songs and shit like that, and they're like, they don't really know. They're like, this is fire, but like until nobody really takes you serious until you prove yourself. As fucked up as it is,
right.
that's just
No,
kind of
that's
how.
true.
That's kinda how the
Something
world
I
works.
did hear though is that those clips of people like the exec or the people working in
Yeah,
the
I was gonna
office
say that.
listening to it, like that they've heard it mad times. Like he would come in the
Yeah.
office every time he tweaked something, like if he changed the
Yeah.
snare or like turned something up. So they're probably
Yeah.
like, all right,
Right,
we've
I heard
this,
of
like,
that.
50 times.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that just even proves the point more of how Kanye's just nigga was crazy in a confident way. How he's
Yeah.
like, gonna pay this shit till you fucking, I don't know.
Yeah.
say something type. I don't
That
know.
just
Just
goes
like
to show that the way
persistent
he
as hell.
is, the way he is right now is nothing different. It's literally just him, but just on a fucking
Just a billionaire.
extreme
now.
level, and just he's a billionaire. Yeah.
You saw him as a kid, bro, like just rapping, like when he was rapping.
Yeah.
Bro, the same energy, literally.
Yes, bro.
Same, I was
That's
like,
a fact.
The footage
And it
was
was like there was
insane.
parts where he wasn't even really saying nothing, but he just the way he would like the swag he had with it, the
bro.
confidence. He was just like, you know.
through the roof.
Yeah.
And bro, I thought the craziest moments was fucking nigga was playing Jesus Walks in front of Scarface, bro. And this
Oh,
nigga
yeah.
was just like with the Lakers there, he's like, it's cool, play the next one though.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy footage to me. I'm like, bro, and then like when
And
he first met Pharrell and shit, like
Oh yeah,
Pharrell
you
was
saw him
crazy.
first meet Pharrell, bro. That's crazy. He was like,
Pharrell
yo,
was
you're like, I'm a
crazy,
huge
bro.
fan. Like he said, yo,
he's
yo,
like, I
this
listened to
one of
3
the
songs,
illest
you're already
niggas.
my favorite rapper.
That's crazy. Because the thing is, like with Kanye, like he's always been super confident, like kind of arrogant in a way, but you could see his humility in this documentary. Like
Mhm.
he still was very self-aware, even though he knew, like, all right, I'm better than these people. I'm gonna be this guy. Like he was still like he knew who was above him, and he was like,
Yeah.
he would give them credit.
I think he let his confidence just overshadow any insecurities and shit he had, like for the most
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
So it's like he like made a point in like an actual effort to be like, I understand I might feel this way and this might be the situation, but it's like, I know I'm this fucking fire, so I'm gonna let this shine brighter than this. And that is just kind of what makes him great. Because people, bro, that's a mindset, man. To be able to do that year after year after year after year, when niggas keep shitting on you, telling you like, yo, no, you're just a producer, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like remember at that the video shoot with Rockefeller where they were like all in somewhere, and then there was some niggas in Rockefeller I never even heard of. They're just like, what's up? This is Kanye, the producer. Like, and then he's just like, bro, I'm not no producer, bro. Like, why they keep on telling me that? Like, bro, I'm a rapper, bro. And then he's like, one nigga's like, man, go get me some beats, man.
Yeah.
Like, I was like,
It was
bro,
violating.
some random nigga I never even heard in my life. He's like, man, that shit was just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was trying to say like you people say when people hear rapper producer, like, stop. Why you gotta say rapper producer? Like, I'm a rapper. Like,
You could tell he was so like,
he was really. I've never seen someone so passionate to like be categorized as a rapper.
right.
Right.
He
Because
already like made it.
Nowadays, like at least like I hate when people are like me as a, you know, I used to make music, obviously. It's like when people like, yo, be like, yo, you still rap? I'm like, no, bro. Like, please stop. Shut up. I do not still rap. Like it comes off like corny to me. But to see somebody in such like raw form where they're like, I genuinely want to do this and this is who I am.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, you can't hate on that.
Well, yeah, I mean,
No matter what you feel
then,
about him.
and then the more he evolved, the more he got out of that mode. Then he was like, stop categorizing me as a rapper. I'm a designer as well. I do all this.
Yeah.
And it's like,
that nigga came up, bro.
There's a couple things that are kind of like that I still have questions about. We don't have to stay on this for too long, but remember in the Drink Champs interview, he was like, I posed as a backpacker to get y'all to like me.
Yeah.
He was like, I was fronting the whole time. I'm like, damn, like that's still like that's super corny to me. If that's true. I did
think about that.
Yeah. So I'm like watching this documentary, like this nigga is like he's fronting the whole time, like with Talib Kweli and Mos Def.
I didn't think about that.
No, I did. I was like, didn't this nigga say? I was literally like, didn't this nigga say he was on some like backpack lyrical shit? Like, and he was grinding, doing this the whole years and years, and he had like genuine connections. I feel so for him to just say that in the Drink Champs, I was like,
so basically he just said like, yo, I did this to like get my foot, like, because he knew like
to get like a fan base.
Correct, because he knew at that time that was the different thing to do. So he was like, if I'm gonna get big, I gotta do something different. Because the wave was, you know, the way Jay-Z was rapping, like all that gangster shit. So he was like, I clearly can't go into that role.
And it just wasn't him. Like what the things he was saying, it wasn't like he was being too much of a poser. He was saying all things that were authentic to him.
Yeah. I think what he means is like he kind of just rode that wave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So one thing I will say, and we'll move on from this, is bro, I like the way his mom, like,
oh, she's awesome.
The way his mom supported him, bro.
Yeah.
I've never, at least me personally, I mean, I love my mom. Shout out to my mom, of course. But I've never seen a mother support their son like that. Or the kid at all.
Everything he would say, every idea, she's like, that's $1 million.
Yeah.
That's $1 million.
Yeah, she was like behind him 100%. And she was like cool as fuck, bro. Like
he had hella quotables and she just had like hella energy.
She knew all the lyrics and everything, bro.
He said one thing said that stuck out to me was like, a giant looks in the mirror and sees nothing.
Yes.
I don't really know what that means, but
yes.
It's just one of those. I've been thinking about it. I'm like, damn, what does that mean?
Yeah, I remember when I heard that. How I took it was like a giant looks in the mirror and sees like, yo, like I'm not as big as who I am. Like I still need to do. There's still more to do. That's how I look at it. Like they don't see themselves as this big, you know, whatever. They let everybody else do that for them. You know what I'm saying? How I see myself is how I see myself. And if I feel like I need to do more, then I need to do more. I mean, that's just kind of how I saw it. So, but so
I'm probably gonna watch part 3 tonight. To be honest with you. But speaking of Donda, did y'all happen to see the live show for Donda 2? No,
I saw clips of it.
Okay, yeah, I was watching that joint live.
Because I didn't even watch the live show for the first Donda.
What are you laughing at?
I'm just thinking about Cardi. What the fuck?
Oh, Cardi
and his whole like thing. What is he doing now?
Yeah, he's on some clown shit now.
Clown shit. The Drewski shit.
Literally, that's what he's talking about,
bro.
You saw that Drewski shit?
Yeah. Where you like had the umbrella.
Get a photo shoot.
Yeah, that's basically Cardi,
bro. And I was telling Leroy like on the Call of Duty the other day. I was like, bro, like, wasn't this shit like not cool? Like, remember those like weird emo kids in the mall and shit? You saw with all like look like with makeup, like that shit's like the wave now, I guess, or some shit. Like, you know, I'm not
gonna say it's the wave. Like anybody but Cardi does that. It's like, all right, bro.
No, you're right. But there is like some weird like underground scene. They're all doing that, and Cardi's like kind of the forefront of that shit.
I didn't know that. I saw like the girls with the face paint on, but I didn't know it was a wave like that.
That shit is.
Yeah, but I mean, they got it.
I don't know.
They got it.
I don't know.
But yeah, his performances be crazy. He just screamed. He ended the live show, the live stream. He was just like, and then it ended. That was just it was just weird.
Oh my god!
But other than that, there are some good songs on Donda 2.
I haven't heard it, so I don't know.
For real. Yeah.
I
don't know. I like it.
Kind of gone.
Yeah, Donda 1. I mean, Donda 1's good. But yeah, I mean, if y'all don't see it, I guess you'll just have to wait until it gets leaked or something.
Yo, I was thinking about this. The reason why, like, before this show, maybe this is like obvious, but like Kanye was wearing those like rubber boots. Was he doing that to like build up to that live show where he was like performing in water and shit? Like remember with the water with the rain boots type shit?
I don't know, but I mean
like
part of it is just because they're Balenciaga Crocs, and he's good friends with I think the dude's name is Denma who's like the lead designer there, and they just did a collab Yeezy Gap Balenciaga. And,
okay. I thought he was like he had some vision of like he was wearing these boots before, and then like this live show it like made sense. This is why I'm doing this because of the live show. Right. Then it was like using water and shit. I don't know.
Right.
I thought he was like doing that on purpose.
That could be, or it could be vice versa. Like, oh, these boots are my wave right now. Let me make the set like all water. You never know.
Yeah, but Kanye probably.
Either way, that shit look cool as hell though. Everybody wearing them. I thought that was really cool. I wouldn't get those, but.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did see the baby in those.
The baby looks stupid as fucking those. I'm sorry. I don't
really remember what he looked like. I remember the Migos look hard.
He had a Rams jersey on.
Yeah, him like Antonio Brown and all them niggas like just.
Oh yeah, Antonio Brown.
Oh he yeah.
Hey, but I'm gonna get out this shit for a second, bro.
Okay.
I want to segue into white rappers for a second because
okay, all right.
Kanye said Jack Harlow is top 5 right now.
He's not my top 5. I can understand that statement, but he's not in my top 5.
I mean, he's doing this.
I can't name 3. Yeah, for sure. I just can't name 3 songs. I don't really know him.
Okay.
And he's in that lane where it's like
I hate that lane.
He's not falling off anytime soon.
Yeah.
Like,
so here's the thing with Jack Harlow. The dude can rap. Like he knows how to make songs, and girls like him. So it's kind of hard to lose.
He definitely got the females for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But I just don't know his music like that. And his lane, not even on some hating shit. His lane is just like I can't get with it, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that basic white rapper, like.
No, I feel like he's not, bro. Wait, let me say something. I feel like there's a very, very small list of white rappers who just aren't like that corny, or even just aren't corny at all. And
I'm not saying he's corny, but continue.
Okay, because I'm saying think about like mostly every just white rapper. I feel like they're either just goofy as shit, or just corny, or just like just super white. And I feel like
I already know,
like Mac Miller.
No.
Whoa, what?
You said Mac Miller's not corny, right? You said
Mac Miller's not corny.
I'm saying the niggas.
Oh, you're
corny.
Okay.
I was like, whoa, y'all always do this. Chill out.
Listen,
all right.
Listen. Nah, but listen though.
Yeah, this shit lagging bad.
Troy, you're talking about like this is what you're talking about. You're talking about a Logic. You're talking about a nigga like who raps on the beat. He goes,
yes.
like we're saying, like some shit like that. Like he'll like rap fast for a minute or something like that, and like whatever the fuck he might says. Jack Harlow does not do that at all.
I know.
Like he literally raps with supreme style, in my opinion. Like for his lane, he is definitely dominating it. So I don't think it doesn't come off corny like at all. That's what makes it so cool. That's what makes it so cool. If it did come off corny, he would have a whole different audience, in my opinion. Like black bitches like him, bro. He's not, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, but all right. Again, I'll say this. I never said he was corny. I don't think he's corny. His music just doesn't appeal to me. When I hear it, it's one of those where it's like I can hear it in the background and be like, all right, like this shit is cool. But I cannot listen to that in my headphones and really vibe with it. And like yeah.
I feel you. No,
I'm not, I'm not bumping
would you
Jack
just say
Harlow.
Would you just say it's generic good music?
Yes, exactly. That's
what I feel about Big Sean and like shit like
that.
Okay.
I generally do not feel like Jack Harlow. I generally do not feel like Jack Harlow's music is generic.
No, I agree with you.
But the thing is, Troy, you said you can't name 3 songs. I've been listening to Jack Harlow before like What's Poppin' and shit for literally over 2 years.
Oh, you're one of these. Nigga said I've been listening to Jack Harlow since before What's Poppin'.
I'm just laughing at you.
No, I remember his. I'm messing with you, but I remember his name. I remember seeing his name buzzing like before that. One of my college teammates tried to put me on like years ago. He was like, "Yo, this dude's fire," but
because he's
not. I never thought he was corny. I
have a theory.
Corny. What's up?
I have a theory. I know Troy can't name the exact reason why he don't like Jack Harlow, but I low-key feel like take Jack Harlow right now. But if he was black, Troy would just be like, "Oh, he's pretty dope." Like, it probably fuck with some songs by him and shit.
You might be right.
And then, like, just because he's white, and Troy probably won't even admit it, but deep down, this gut thing is like,
I can't process it.
I don't know, man. He's white. Like I don't fucking know. I don't
That
fuck
could
with
be
like
it.
that.
Yeah,
Listen, I can't
Am I
disagree with
crazy?
you.
Nah, you're
I'm
right,
not gonna
though.
disagree with you. I can't say that's wrong.
Let's not sit here and act like that color has nothing to do with like how
100%,
how they're portrayed to us. Absolutely, we know that. Why would we not sit here and say, yo, for a white rapper is this, for a white rapper is that? We say that for a reason, bro.
Yeah.
That shit's real.
And I feel you. Like if you sound like I truly don't believe it's because whatever he's white, but like you just it's like a mind.
It could
gut
be.
thing, like,
It's some like subconscious shit. Yeah,
subconscious
yeah.
is what I'm looking for.
It's like
Either way,
like I'll say that
all
I
I'm
watched a
gonna say is-
music video by him like yesterday, and I sat through the whole thing pretty much, and I was like,
which video was it?
His latest one
Nail Tech?
came up.
Was it Nail Tech?
Yes, Nail Tech.
What'd you think about that?
I was
He
like,
had Young
that's
Miami
cool.
in that too. Was it Young
Yeah,
Miami?
it was
Yeah.
the City Girls.
That shit hard.
She was looking
was like,
nice
yo,
too.
this-
Young Miami, if you watching this, yeah.
Next topic.
Yeah, but yeah, it was cool. But that's how I see it. Generic, good music. And that's not a diss. And also, we can stop it right here. I don't even know his music. I don't know his catalog, so my opinion is not very valid. But
anyway,
from music to TV, Euphoria, season 3.
Sir.
So
I was just
season
about to
2
say
is,
Euphoria.
season
dog.
2 is over. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched up to this point, I mean, just turn this off or skip like 5 minutes ahead. If y'all are caught up, like you watched season 1 and 2.
I watched the finale. Yeah.
So okay, so you watched it since the episode
The
12.
last episode, the season finale, season 2
No,
finale.
I'm saying when I asked you, do you watch Euphoria? And y'all were like, no, I've never seen it.
When was that?
I watched it after that. yeah.
Episode
Like,
when I was in Oregon, episode like 12. that we
Oh, back in
recorded.
January.
I
Oh
haven't
yeah,
seen
yeah.
it
Bitch,
since
I watched all 2 seasons since then.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, what are your what would you rate the show out of 10?
Ooh. I said it was probably like a 8.6 out of 10. Yeah, it's good, bro. Like it's a little overhyped online, but it grew on me a little bit too. I thought the second season was kind of better. It was getting progressively better, but apparently people didn't think that. But that's just my opinion. But
I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. And the reason why is because I think it's genuinely good content as far as like the actual show itself. I just cannot stand when they go on to these like off scenes where like it's like fucking like literally like a musical.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is annoying. Or like when like on the finale when a nigga play the guitar for 26 minutes.
I skipped that.
Like,
I skipped that shit.
I skipped that too.
Fam,
I literally
I'm not
like
watching
fast forwarded
this.
through. I was like, I'm not trying to hear this nigga sing a song. I'm like,
I
Yeah.
thought the song was kind of good. Am I sus for that?
Shit, nah, he was. I mean, he was good, but I skipped after 10 seconds. I was like, all right, bro. Like I'm not sitting here for this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I
it's a cool show. Cool show, but it's just so damn dark.
Yeah.
It is very dark. Like there's nothing.
Yeah.
All right. The way I thought about this today, I was like, damn, that season finale was like really depressing. And I'm like, that's a depressing show. Like you can't expect for there to be a happy ending.
Yeah, no, facts, but I felt like that season finale didn't give me any answers to like anything else that I wanted answers to. As
think
far
that's
as
the
the season
point.
goes.
I think that's the point.
Maybe you're right.
So now you gotta
And
wait 2
one
years
thing-
to watch this new season.
One thing got facts. The next season will come out till fucking 2028. So another thing I was gonna say is throughout the whole show, I just realized Zendaya to me is not as cute as everybody's hypes her up to be.
Oh, I've been thinking that.
I think that's what she is very cute. That's it. Looks wise. Yeah, she's cute. She's amazingly talented at acting though.
She is absolutely.
She's
absolutely.
incredible.
Yeah,
But yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, I've never
she
like
look-
been super attracted to her though. She's just like cute and kind of
That's
like
crazy over
I think that's like on some I don't know.
hype shit.
So,
It's
yeah,
just
some
hype
celebrity
shit.
status type.
Yeah, it's hype shit.
Like she's
Yeah.
she's a cute girl. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, she definitely not ugly at all. Yeah. she's
You
just
know who
not-
I like?
she's not
I like what's her name? Girl who plays Maddie, Alexa Demi. Fire.
You talking about
The blonde or the brunette?
the one
The blonde's cool too, but the one with the dark
The
hair.
one who
Yeah.
oh wait, which one?
The
The one who originally they're dating.
The one who was
Johnny.
dating Nate?
Yeah.
Oh, I like the other. I like
You like the
her, though.
blonde.
I like the other one.
Yeah. You like the blonde.
Yeah.
She's nice too.
What's
She's
her
nice.
name? She was, it was
Cassie?
It was Cassie.
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 Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
her. Yeah.
Yeah.
But both of them honestly just annoyed the fuck out of me.
You
Yeah,
know,
when she was like, oh, go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
I was gonna
go
say
ahead.
when what's that scene where like they were Cassie was at her like room and she was just like, this is after she was cheating on her Nate with the
she was like,
girl,
open the door,
and she was like just having these tantrums, like screaming at her mom and shit while like, remember all that?
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah. You don't
so,
understand.
I was
like, they weren't dating,
bro.
She's
I was
so
like,
annoying, bro.
First of all, that's like Troy. That's like you having a girlfriend and you break up with her and you guys are still working on things, or maybe even you're not working on things. But I go and have fucking sex with her. It's like that shit. You just don't do it, whether you're together or not. That's your fucking best friend. You don't. You just don't do that shit. Like what?
Yeah, no, she was fall. She was fall for that.
There's no real reason.
Like you like that just goes to show. Obviously, it's a TV show, but that just goes to show like how fucked up in the head she was about that situation to even think that was okay.
I mean, and they're playing high schoolers.
Of course, yeah.
So it's like,
you know how that goes.
Yeah,
there's a lot of emotions back then and shit like that. Because I even think about some of the shit I went through in high school, like the emotions I had watching that. I'm like, I would have said or done some dumb shit like that and like been caught up like that. So I get it. It's just annoying watching it, and you're like, it could all be so fucking simple if you just do this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But all in all, pretty entertaining show.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yo.
Yeah.
All right. I really don't want to talk about this for long, but what's going on with Ukraine and Russia, bro? Like, because I'm like semi-informed. Like, I know it's a war. I know people are losing their lives. Like, it's messed up. But like, what is the actual purpose of this? So,
okay, I'm gonna break it down for you real quick from what I know. All right.
Okay.
So Ukraine used to be a part of the Soviet Union. Obviously, at one point they split up. All right. So now Putin, for whatever reason, feels like he wants Ukraine back. For whatever those reasons are, there's a number of different reasons that I've heard. I'm not gonna get into them. Because it might be a threat to Russia because they have things there as far as goods and such that he might want, like oil, I don't know, whatever the fucking case might be. So anyways, so apparently that's what's going on. So he decided to just fucking invade it and try to take it over to get it back. That's on a surface level. That's apparently the reason. Within politics, though, I feel like there's still more to it. So
I read some shit. My girl sent me. It's like a dumbed down, like kind of.
You say what?
I said my girl. Shout out. She's gonna be watching this. What's up?
Respect.
She sent like this. It's pretty funny. I'll send it to you after this.
Shout out Tyra.
It's like this dumbed down version of like what's going on in like Ukraine, like kind of like a ratchet version. They use examples of like Russia used to be dating like Ukraine and shit, and then like,
oh yeah, you showed me this.
Fucked them over, and then like, but it makes sense. And then after that, I was like, oh okay, I get it. Like that makes sense. And I'm like, that's basically what's going on over there. I'll send it to you after this. You'll be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
If you want to know what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely send me that. Because I need it broken down into those type of terms.
Yeah.
Yes. It's the thing is, if you're not like in a politics like that and shit like that, which none of us really are.
Fuck politics.
So it's like you really don't know unless you actively look it up and try to find out what the fuck is going on. The only thing that I try to figure out is is one country in the wrong for this? Like, is Russia? I don't have an opinion towards any of this, by the way. But is Russia in the wrong for wanting to take it back? Like, is Putin in the wrong for wanting to have that back, like as a part of his, country? If he feels like it's a part of his.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no dog in this fight. I have no opinion. Honestly,
I will say, because I was watching some videos of, like what the families are going through in Ukraine and shit. Do you think like the if you're going on like on Twitter and Instagram and shit, the memes that they're posting and shit, do you think that's like kind of fucked up or like
insensitive?
Shit, like insensitive
for sure, for sure.
Wait. Do I think that like people in general?
No, the people who like making. I see all these like Twitter memes and Instagram memes about like
like the internet is always gonna make a joke out of serious shit.
Yeah, and I see what's going on like on actually like CNN and all these other sites.
Well, yeah,
I'm just
of
like,
course.
bro, this is actually like families are like
it's definitely fucked up.
Dying.
The thing is, nobody's gonna ever take that seriously until they're going through it themselves.
Exactly. Well, even COVID, bro. Even when COVID was like hitting people, like there were still memes. I think those get pushed to like desensitize people.
Yeah. To this day, that's always gonna be the way, bro.
No, I'm just asking. Do you like think it's funny and like have you seen him?
Of course, to a certain extent. Like when I see something, I laugh at it. I'm not gonna lie. I see something. I don't go. Oh, this is a serious topic, so I'm not laughing. It's funny.
If anything, if something's funny, I'm gonna laugh. I just haven't seen anything funny.
I'm not saying it's right, but it's funny. And if I was personally going through it myself, I probably wouldn't laugh at it. Like, think about it. Think about how funny a 9/11 joke might be to somebody. But if you were stuck in that building, or your family member, like your husband or wife or fucking mom or whatever the case is, and they died in there or whatever, that might not be so funny to you. So it's like,
I mean, it's one of Pete Davidson's most well-performing jokes about his dad. Because his dad was a firefighter in 9/11. He died, or a cop or something. He died.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He jokes about it.
Yeah, I remember when you said what, T?
The way he did it, which is funny. It was funny, but like I feel like he did it to cope. Like
yeah. It wasn't on some like, oh, F my dad type. It was just like, it's comedy, so it's like you try to make funny out of the worst situations.
Right.
And that's the thing nowadays, of course, it's amplified because it's like people like, there's the internet, so people like make things bigger than what they are. And sometimes I guess a joke is really just a joke, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, if we couldn't joke about tragedies, would the world really be as good as it is?
No.
To a certain extent, yeah, but I don't know. I
Yo,
thought what?
Go ahead, finish.
I was gonna say, you're kind of right on your point. Like if it's personally like was about you, then I'll feel offended and shit. Because
of course,
do you remember that this comedian got under fire? This is so random, but he made a joke about the way X passed or some shit like that. Because apparently, like he had money.
I remember that. It was a woman, wasn't it?
Yeah, a girl. And then X basically died. He had like $10,000 on him. And he got shot or some shit. Like some guy came in his car and shot him. Mm-hmm. And the girl, like she did some punchline and she was like, "Oh, that would have made for a good like Venmo commercial or some shit like that." She said. And then like some people kind of laughed, but then like if that was your boy, and like I would be like furious about that shit. But then like people were just like, kind of. It's like, I don't know. Anyway,
at that time, I guess it depends on the timing, of course.
It was right when he died.
Like, that right there is one thing, but it also it depends.
It was that soon.
Don't take me my granted for that. It could have been like around, but it was pretty close. Like people were still like mourning it and shit for sure. For sure.
If you remember, this is another random like death. Not even a joke, but a bar. Y'all remember that shit that Meek Mill said about Kobe?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
He was like, I'm going out with my chopper and be another Kobe. When I heard that, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I was like, oh, it's a rapper like saying a bar. I'm going with my chopper like another Kobe. But like people really took that shit like very, very serious.
But
that one was too soon, and it was like it seemed tasteless.
You can understand.
It was a time.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't mean anything by it.
Right.
Of course he didn't mean anything. I thought the bar was kind of fire.
Even on some non-sensitive, cancelable shit, you can see why people would be like, "What the fuck?" Like,
yeah.
Like, come on, let's be real.
It's Kobe, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like when is it like if he said that versus 10 years from now, would it be different then?
Yes.
Yeah, it would be, but some people still feel away.
Because it's like name somebody. You can make a Michael Jackson joke. It's been 13 years. Not joke, but a Michael Jackson bar about like the way he went out. But if you did it the day after, it'd be like, damn.
Michael Jackson died. He died.
How did he die? Like a sickness?
Allegedly, it was OD.
OD. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Apparently so. But there was like a whole big thing about whether his doctor like this.
Yeah. Some people think he got set up because he's like.
Yeah. Which if he wasn't Michael Jackson, would people really look into it that deep?
Of course not. But he was a powerful man. He owned a lot of masters. He owned the Beatles masters.
What?
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah. And he was petty as hell. The reason why
he even work
masters because like somebody, I forgot the story. I don't even want to say it, but it was some petty shit. Like they didn't want to do something with him, so he was like, "Oh, bet," and he bought their masters. That's crazy.
You guys, stupid money. Did you see that documentary about him on HBO?
What the Surviving Neverland?
Just the whole shit, like with the kids
with the boy. Yeah, I saw parts of it. It was so disturbing.
I actually literally started watching that yesterday. I got like literally 15 minutes in, but then I
that's nowhere.
I had to go somewhere.
Yeah,
so
it's very disturbing. I can't.
Shit he allegedly did to like
yeah
on their own tour. Like the parents will be like, he'll rent out a whole hotel. The parents will be like in another room, and then like they'll have like double doors so he can have time with the kids. So the parents have to like double knock to get in. And he's like fondling and doing shit with the kids. I'm just like, the mom said like every tour she'll notice the rooms will get farther away and farther away. It's weird as fuck, bro. I don't know, like,
yeah.
Then it was on some other shit.
So the thing with Michael Jackson is like, I want to be one of those people that's like, Mike ain't do that shit. But the evidence that's there, it looks so weird. It's so suspicious that it's like I can't say it.
And that's the thing about especially with the R. Kelly shit. It's like, nigga, like people who are still like rallying for him, saying like he didn't do it. I'm like, how did he not do it? He fucking did it.
That's that black brainwash shit. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
they're so into his music. They're just like, because if he was white, that's what I'm saying. They'll be like, fuck him, like, you know what I'm saying? But,
well, yeah, because as a lot of times, I'm just gonna say, as black people, we value entertainment a lot of time over like our morals. So we are going to support R. Kelly because he makes good music and it makes us feel good, blah, blah, blah. So we don't really give a fuck about what he does behind closed doors. A lot of the times.
Right. Seriously. I'm just saying, if he was white, people would be like, oh, he's a freak, sicko. Yeah. But like now they want to just defend him at any cost and shit like that.
Well, people definitely call him that. It's just like a lot of black people don't. It's like,
I'm talking about black people.
Okay.
All I know is I asked my mom and my sister, who are super R. Kelly fans, I said, yo, knowing everything y'all know, y'all still going to R. Kelly concert? They said absolutely.
But let him be white. That's what I'm saying.
So, just saying.
All right, what else we got?
Anyways, man. So,
how the fuck we get to R. Kelly?
Joe Rogan.
Things, all right? So Joe
Rogan. That reminds me. The reason I say Joe Rogan, because when I was watching it last night with Freddie Gibbs, they brought up R. Kelly, and one dude was like, "He is probably the most talented pedophile ever." Like, but anyway, I think the way he said it is like he is a very talented pedophile, like some shit like that.
I mean, bro, he is a genius, like
genius. But yeah, so Joe Rogan. I mean, I'm sure if you're listening to this by now, you know the controversy. Somebody pulled up a bunch of old clips of him saying the N-word and put them together, and it sounded really bad and out of context. So
it was very unsettling.
Yeah, it's
the way they edited that. Like the person, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, for sure. And I'll say this: I've heard him say it on his show before, like just randomly listening to it, and I was like, "Ew." It just didn't make me feel good. I was like, it just didn't feel necessary. So I want to know what y'all think about it and like his apology and all that, because I think his apology seems sincere. But what do y'all think?
Well, he had an apology. I didn't see that.
Yeah, on Instagram. It was like a 5-minute apology. It was literally like he was just on his podcast. Like he was talking. It didn't seem forced or anything like that. He was literally just like, yo, I mean, it doesn't sound good. Like I shouldn't be saying that, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
was it on his story or like a post?
It was a post.
Okay, I'm gonna watch.
Should still be on there. Yeah.
I want Leroy to go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I gotta go first.
Because I remember you said some opinion about it.
Leroy probably got some wild stuff to say about this.
Do you have a coon opinion? Right,
yeah, he definitely has a coonish opinion about it.
I don't give a fuck. Like, say it in front of me. I don't care.
I literally do not. Facts though. Honestly, I literally do not care. Yeah.
All right. Expound on that.
Yeah, explain on that.
Well, the reason why is I don't is not because I think it's okay to say the N-words, because I know and I'm a logical person, so I know in whatever context he was saying it in, he wasn't saying it in that way. So it's
what do you mean? In what way?
Like I watched the compilation, so it's like I know he was saying it in ways to explain things or like in a sentence or whatever the case is. So it's like it's not. I don't take me personally. I don't take that as the same as him like saying like he wants to call me a nigger. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. Which I'm not saying some people hear that word and they're like, oh my god, they get triggered because it's a white person saying it. And if you're triggered that much, you should feel the same whether he says it or somebody else says it. That's how I feel. It's different. I feel a little different like when it's like a white girl like saying like yo nigga or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like sexist. That's a different thing. Yeah. No, I'm not sexist. No, I'm not even a white girl or a white guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
So you have like a preference of who, like what type of white can see.
That's crazy.
No,
Seriously.
I don't have a
I
preference.
feel you're saying.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah,
just
white middle-aged men should be able.
What
to
I was trying to say is like
under 30.
all literally all I'm saying is it within the way he was saying it, I just did not care enough to even look that deep into it. It's not like I want him to say it. All I'm saying is I just don't care. So it's like I heard it and I'm like,
you know why I think
okay.
I think this is the way you feel like that, because what do you listen to his show regularly, or you have in the past and stuff?
I was doing it a couple times. Yeah, not like regularly.
Oh,
honestly,
okay.
but yeah.
So, all right, what I was going to say isn't really valid then, but I was going to say, well, for me, the reason I'm not like offended by it is because I've listened to countless hours of him. So it's like, I kind of know him in a certain way.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you know him and know his show, you know, he's not, you don't think black people are,
Yeah. It's
you know what I'm
not
trying to say. He's not.
Fact,
He doesn't not like black people. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's not like I look at him like, yo, he's a fucking racist or something like that. So I'm like, clearly he was saying it in this context, and like his whole thing is like, obviously he felt comfortable enough, like, yo, I'm just saying this to just say it. Like he just doesn't give a fuck. That's how I feel. You just like, I'm gonna say it like I know like how I mean it, and it is what it is. Because to me, words are sometimes just words.
Yeah,
it is like it is. I'm just like, I don't take that word that serious unless you're saying it in a fucking serious manner. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this, and then Terrence, I want you to go. The problem that I have with it, and it's not like a huge problem, but the reason I'm just like, this is just proving kind of like entitlement. Black people have made it clear that is the one word. Just don't say it. Like, how hard is that? Just have one word in the entire vocabulary that you can't say.
Yeah.
And they just want to, push the limit and just show, I can do whatever I want. Which I get it. I mean, if I was a white dude, maybe I would say, I don't know. Like just to say, you can't tell me what I can and can't say. Even if it's like in the proper context, I'm not calling anyone in. I'm telling a story or I'm explaining it. And I don't feel like saying the N word, so I'm just going to say the actual word. So I get it. But I don't know. That's I can understand people getting mad about it because of that. So, but me, I don't get mad about it. I'm just like, damn, bro, like just leave it alone. I'll just stay away from. I just advise all white people stay away from that word. Like, yeah, that's how I feel. T, what's up?
I'll say like it gets to a confusing point. I feel like because obviously there's the argument of just saying it in an offensive way, and then saying it to describe something, of course, and shit like that. But when you're describing it, I feel that like describing the N-word like in a story, like back in whatever when he called him, when you're doing it like that and it's not offensive, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like when you do it like so much to a certain point, and by the way, I'm not offended by what he was saying. I'm thinking of more of a real life aspect. Like, let's say we were around some just like grown ass men, and they were explaining it like that, like saying in the most non-offensive way you could think of, like talking about history or some shit, and like saying it like the hard ER or some shit like that. Like, after a certain point, I'll get like an unsettling feeling in my body just from the word in general. So I get it, like on some like you can say it like whatever, as long as you're not being offensive. But like I have a tipping point with that, to where it's just if you're saying it that much and then feel that comfortable just throwing the ER around and shit like that in any context, hateful or explaining something, I feel like me personally, I'm gonna be like, all right, bro, you say like the N-word or something like that. Like, I don't know. I feel like really unsettling with that.
I feel like that comes down to like just you hearing the compilation as a whole.
No, bro.
Nah, bro. I feel the exact same way.
If we were chilling like around a bunch of like 50-year-old white dudes, this is fuck the Joe Rogan video. No, after a while,
that's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is you're saying that you're saying that if you're saying like, if a nigga keeps saying like over and over again, you literally heard a compilation of this nigga
I'm
saying
not saying over and over in like 1 minute. I'm saying like,
I'm saying in general.
If we're chilling, like just if I've been friends with somebody for years and years, and like once like every 2 months or some shit, they'll just throw it out. That's what I'm talking about. Like if they're saying it that often, not like if we're chilling here for 5 minutes and some white dude says it like 5,000 times and I'm not talking about that. I'm saying like over just years, if he feels comfortable, then like there's gonna be that point where we're at like an event or some shit, he's probably gonna start using it around like my friends, or just like there's a point where like I'll just feel real like just uncomfortable about that type of shit. So I'm gonna have to like just say something. So with just that video, like the person was just, they knew what they were doing and shit, but like that, but in a different sense, like in general, if they keep on using it like that, that's where I'll like step in and be like, yo, that's like this kind of like not fucked up, but like just like chill out, bro, with that shit. Like that's my honest opinion of that shit.
Yeah, because I actually was listening to one of his podcasts years ago, and he was talking to some other white guys, and he said it like mad times. I was like, bro, what the like that's just I just don't like that. That's triggering. It's very triggering.
Right.
Because to me, it just I always saw it as even if somebody wasn't calling me that, if they felt comfortable enough to say it around me, that really to me that said like, oh, I don't even respect you enough to even like check with you if that's cool with you, like, you know.
Right.
Like, so any white person that's around me and says that, I look at them sideways like, yo, you good? Like, you don't know me, so like why do you feel comfortable to say that around me? You know,
you definitely know a guy who does that.
You know a girl that does it.
A girl?
Leroy told me some story the other day. Some girls like, I was talking to some dude. I got that nigga. Like, I'm like, Leroy, let that shit slide. Yo, you okay? Hypocrite. You okay? You just said like, you said white girls. Fuck that.
He did say that.
He told me a story the other day. I was around these white girls. One white girl said, I got that nigga on lock. Like, I was like,
what the?
You got me fucked up.
What am I supposed to say?
Hell
no, you're right.
When this girl said this, what was supposed to fight her?
I'm not saying be mad. I'll just be like, yo, chill with that.
I was like,
that nigga.
I ended up leaving, but it's like, nigga,
oh God, I would have been like, what the fuck?
I'd be like,
matter of fact, not even just both of us. All three of us have been around situations where growing up, like over the past like 10 years we know each other, we're around white chicks who said the N-word.
Yes, absolutely.
We're just like, but like I had like, nobody at that point to look at and be like, yo, what the
right.
It's the thing is, like when I hear like a white chick like say like something like that, I'm just like, I don't approve of it, but it's at the same time, it's like comical. I'm just like,
yeah, absolutely.
Some typical white bitch saying like the N-word. That's like how I look at it. So it was just like, I wish Terrence was here right now so I could look at him and be like, yo, nigga, you hear this shit right now? Like, I don't know. But yeah.
I feel it. It'd be like that.
Yeah, that's a very like interesting topic because it's like everyone has their own opinions as far as how they feel when that word's said. So there's never really a right answer with that. But I think the best answer is just white people just stay away from it if you know it's good for you. Because I'm a guy who, if you say it, I just don't give a fuck unless you're saying it in a terrible way. And like you keep saying it over and over again. I'm like, all right, what the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? But like, if you're like saying on some like in a sentence or like trying to describe something to me or telling me a story about what somebody said, I'm just like, okay, I don't give a fuck.
Nah, let me give you one.
I just don't like hearing white people say that word.
Right.
Like,
so I was gonna ask you where
there's in any circumstance. And I'm not saying that I'm just gonna be like on go if I hear it, but it's just like I have bad memories attached to that.
You feel sort of way.
I have bad memories attached to hearing white people say that word, so I don't even want to hear it. That's my thing.
No,
I don't know your intentions, but I just don't like hearing
uncomfortable,
it.
Dude.
Like, don't say it. Like, how hard is it? Just it's one word. That's my whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, that's how I feel.
I feel you. I was gonna say this one scenario, then we'll get off this topic. So, and you can say yes, you can say no, I don't give a fuck. But like, so if you were just like chilling around like this middle-aged men, and then you probably saw them once every like couple months or whatever at a party or some shit, and then every time they're around you, like without even asking you first, what do you feel about it? They're just explain a story where they're saying it in the most like non-offensive way, like explaining a story, like around a bunch of white people, just like, yeah, then back in the whatever, when he used like the term blah blah blah, like nigger, like you wouldn't like feel any way about that at all. You wouldn't feel like uncomfortable. You wouldn't like, and they all like it got kind of like quiet or some shit like that. You wouldn't like, you just be like whatever, like you'll just go with it, and no way in your gut you'll just feel like uncomfortable at all.
You would not care.
You would not care.
Wow.
Damn.
So do you think that's because you're so desensitized to it that you kind of suppress that emotion that may be a little tricky?
Not even
because, and I'm asking you this because I know your family and I know your sister and shit like that. Like,
yeah,
I couldn't see her going for that. So I'm like,
oh yeah, no, my sister definitely would not go for it.
that's what I'm saying. So like, do you think that you suppress that emotion, or is it
maybe
just like over time?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
whatever.
we obviously I can't even say because of the school I went to because we all went to the same school for the most part.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Troy, you kind of went to our school for a little bit, but I don't know. I think I don't know. I just don't care. I don't know. Sometimes I literally just don't care. That's the best way I can describe it. I'm just like, if somebody says on some crazy shit, it's like in my mind, I can decipher between whether or not they're saying it. And even if like, I feel like it's like a little extra, I'm just like, I still just don't really give a fuck enough to like, even like address that. Doesn't mean like, I'm like, yo, I'm be like, yo, that's my boy. Or like, that's like, we're buddy, whatever. I'm just like, all right, whatever, nigga. But I can kind of like figure that out in my own mind. And I make the decision between whether or not it's something I want to address or it's not something I want to address. So that's kind of just my thoughts on it. I'm not saying it's right, by the way. All I'm saying is that's just something that how I feel. I just don't care enough to sit here and like monitor every single white person that says the N-word to where I'm like, yo, nigga, why the fuck you say that shit? And like making a big deal because I just don't care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's just my thoughts that goes through my mind for whatever reason. I don't know what brought me to this point, but that's just how it is.
And I mean, another thing is like, we've been talking about this for a minute, but another thing is most white people that I've encountered and I've mentioned it, like if I felt uncomfortable about it, they're cool with it.
Yeah.
Not like, because most white people that say that around you aren't necessarily, they might be on some Joe Rogan stuff. They're not trying to offend you or whatever, but it's rare anyways. So it's really rare in my experience that somebody actually says it around you, like just openly.
And it's interesting because I've had situations where I've had white guys say it casually. I'm like, yo, nigga, what? I'm like, what you just say?
I had a boss say it around me one time.
So, and what'd you say to him?
Nothing. This was actually when I was working at that hotel in New York.
Was he white?
He was telling a story. So we used to always like, we'll just be sipping like behind the bar. Cause I worked at a bar. Like I was a bar back. And we'd get late night, we sipping and whatnot. He comes over and he's telling a story. And it was about some other guy had like a racist rant or something. And he was telling the story and he said what the guy said. And I was just like, I heard it. I said, I just looked at him crazy. And then he finished the story and walked away. I was like, all right, bro, what? Funny enough, he got fired like 2 weeks later. But, yeah, I don't know why. But yeah, it was just weird. It's always unsettling to hear that.
Exactly. That's the word.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyway,
yeah, bro.
And conclusion, Leroy is a coon, and then just let's move on.
So the conclusion of today's episode is that Leroy is a coon. His black card is revoked until the next episode.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
my nigga card revoked.
Oh.
We got like another 10 minutes, don't we?
There's no time schedule. There's no set.
It's been a minute, man. Let's chop it up.
Yeah, bro.
Anyways, can I ask y'all about the situation I was telling you about earlier? About the chick. Not about the chick. I'm only mentioning this because I had a situation I heard with somebody and they said, yo, would you let your girl have your location at all times?
Fuck no, nigga.
No.
I'm playing.
No, okay, Troy and I are single, all right? T, you got a girl though, okay? So if
long
Tyra,
distance, eh?
Long distance too, yeah.
Did you say long distance, eh?
Where she live?
She lives in Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa, yeah.
Damn.
Canadian. He said,
yeah, you said A.
You say she's long distance, eh? Anyway, what do you say?
I was chilling with my boy Drake earlier, bro. My bad.
Oh my god,
you're annoying.
That was corny.
Anyway, so but yeah, so curious. Would you allow Tyra? I hope you're listening to this. All right. Would you allow Tyra? What the fuck?
Thanks.
Would you allow Tyra to have your location at all times? Like every single day, all day, every day? Just for no reason, like not like something happened, but like just like, hey, let's just share each other's location. She shares yours, you share yours. She shares hers, you share yours. God damn it. Yeah.
I mean, if I ain't doing anything crazy, what do I got to worry about? Honestly,
I don't know. I'm just asking. Like,
Oh,
even
no, I'm just talking to myself. Like,
you a sucker,
bitch. No, if I'm not like, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm not like, nigga doing a bunch, like, but then what's the like correlation? Like, if I'm not
know
doing
what you're
wrong,
saying,
what I
bro.
gotta worry about? But at the same point, it's
I
like,
feel you.
that is kind of some shit, like having your just the other theory
like,
of like having
your boundaries.
Somebody like knowing where I'm at all times. That's another thing where it's like, damn, like
that's
why
more for wifey, bro. That's more for wifey. Maybe if I'm married and it's like we got a whole
okay,
family,
no, I'm sorry.
That's different.
Even if you're okay, let's take that to that extreme. If you are married, are you gonna let your wife have your location at all times
for safety purposes, possibly? Just so we know where each other's at and stuff. Yeah. Because personally, if I get in a relationship, I don't want to cheat. It's not a good feeling. It doesn't.
No, I agree 100%.
Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't. It's not something I wouldn't be worried about. Like, oh, she's gonna know where I'm at. Nah.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, with just a girlfriend, nah, I don't see why. I don't see what the value in that is. Like, why do we need to know where each other's at every waking moment? Like, we're still getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Just my
I
opinion.
just look at it in the two ways that I explained. Like,
yeah,
you're not doing anything wrong. We got to worry about it. But then it's like, why do you want to do that? You know what I mean? Like have my location on that, like wherever I'm at, whenever I'm at, and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah, I look at it more of as like a psychological thing. I'm like, damn, I can't have an ounce of fucking freedom.
Right. Then you might get paranoid and shit. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Damn, Leroy,
you're not doing anything.
That triggered Leroy. You talking about? I can't have an ounce of freedom.
And listen, remember, I'm an advocate for fucking marriage and like being one and all that shit. Like, I have no issue with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. All I'm saying is I'm like, damn, like, okay, I'm with you. Like, I'm in. You need to have my location.
You don't trust me?
100% of the time. Like, especially if she asked for it. Like, why?
She don't trust.
Is there an issue? Because I feel like if someone's asking for it, whether that be me or her, there's something else going on there that's like bringing some sort of doubt. Because I'm like, we should have 100% trust in each other to where I know whether I have your location or not, I know you're not on some fuck shit, right?
Yeah, it's like a bitch keeps on asking for your phone or some shit like that. Look through your phone.
I don't want your location. Only reason I want a girl's location is for safety, like to make sure she's good. Like,
yeah. And I have a girl that I know who's married, and she says she has her husband's location. And I asked her, and she said, well, it's just for safety purposes. And I said, well, do you check it sometimes to see where he's at in general? And she said, yes. I'm like, okay, so it might start off as just for safety purposes, but we know that it's not just for safety purposes. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're also going to check it periodically, whether that be every hour, every day, whatever, to see where he's at. Like, what's he doing?
Yeah, I mean, if you have access to that, you're probably going to end up checking it. Like,
correct.
Just cause.
So, I don't know.
I feel like it's interesting because I remember, I'll mention it again. My girl, she had her fucking Snapchat, you know, that ghost that locator thing on.
Yeah.
Where you can know where they're at. And I was just like, turn that shit off. I don't want like this. And that just goes like, I don't like, not that I don't care, but like, I trust her that she's not doing something crazy. So I'm just like, I feel like I'm more of like, I'm more of like her safety of other weird niggas like being like, oh, I got on Snap. Like that's where I'm comfortable. I was like, turn that shit off.
That geo shit. I turned that shit off a long time ago. Like, why the fuck does somebody know where I'm at?
You can get like,
bro, I don't even like posting where I'm at on Instagram, like on my story. I'll post it like when I leave.
Yeah, when you're actually there.
Like I never post the hotel I'm staying at. Like you just never know who's following.
Bro,
me.
yeah, so I'm saying like turn that shit off. Like I don't know. Very weird.
Facts. No, I feel you 100%, bro. Yeah, that shit's just very strange, bro.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Did y'all see that shit I sent earlier today? With the no jumper shit. Where what was his name? Who was the one on there?
Minorities. What the
influencers? Talking about the influencers shit. What was y'all thoughts on that? Just so y'all know, they were talking about like the difference between how do you look at a man on a male influencer on Instagram who has 1 million followers versus a female influencer on Instagram who has 1 million followers?
Yeah, I'll play the video.
Yeah, go ahead, play it.
Oh, I have a privacy screen. It's probably not going to work. I'll just play the audio.
Please. Thank you.
These bitches aren't getting followers off of anything based on you're just a cute girl. So I'm not like a fan of you because you're a cute girl. Now, if a guy has 1 million, 9 times out of 10, he somehow he does something. He does something to get that 1 million. So that's respectable. I don't respect none of these bitches, but she got 1 million. Oh my God. I'm not like you got a million dudes who want to fuck you. Cool. I don't like that. Don't make me think you're cool. You know what I mean? Like, whereas if a dude got 1 million, it's like, oh, you created a business or you did this or you do something. These.
Okay. You guys want me to start?
Please.
So I understand exactly what he's saying. I get it. It takes a lot more work if you're not a celebrity, it takes a lot more work for a guy to get 1 million followers versus a female. You know, as men, we're visual. We like to see things and look at things and double tap. But but at the same time, there's a lot of women that I've seen online that have built businesses, are huge influencers, and they might just happen to look good, which also helps them, just like it would a man. Like if women find him attractive, it's gonna help him. But they actually provide value. They're actually intelligent. They're not just looks. So to say that is kind of ignorant in a way. And it's kind of like pigeonholing women into like this, they're just looks. Like there's mad women out there with 300,000 plus followers, like with huge influence, and they look good too. So it's like,
but Troy, I don't think he was saying it in that sense. I think he was saying like on an influencer sense.
That's what I'm talking about. Influencers.
Okay. If we're talking about an influencer sense, I think that he was just saying that more times than not, if a man has 1 million followers versus a woman, the man generally speaking typically has something that he's doing.
Page is more valuable.
Correct. Versus a woman.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. Or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying there's women out there who have 1 million followers who just don't do shit. Every single woman who has 1 million followers. We know that. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it millions of times. But it's like at the same time, it's like it takes a lot more for a man to get to 1 million followers, like you said, than it does take a woman. A girl can get on there and just fucking, show some ass and titties and, she can get, whatever. Yeah. So that's just kind of how it is. Unfortunately, I'm not saying it's right, but that's just how it is in today's age. So as men, I will say when I see a woman that does have 1 million followers, I'm like, okay, it is what, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know what I'm saying? But as versus if a guy told me he had 1 million followers, I'm like, oh, okay, what the fuck you do to get you 1 million followers?
And on that point, like, I feel like that's pushed to the forefront. There's a lot of girls, like if most girls that you're going to see with 1 million followers are like just Instagram baddie ass and all that shit. Yeah. But I feel like the ones, and there are plenty of them who have the 1 million, there's probably so many, even like good looks is a plus, but even like non-good looking, like, bro, you know how many probably like non-good looking women who like are cooks or some shit like that on Instagram who have like millions of followers who like show their food. That's just not put to the forefront of like, of course, of the every time you see a girl with. So I feel like there's so many ugly bitches, like bad bitches who do all types of different shit, who have millions on millions on millions, who are not known for their looks. They're just not pushed to that forefront of the, but everything he's saying is true to like certain statistic, but
and also it depends on your own algorithm too.
Yeah.
Because it's like everybody has a different explore page. It's going to tell you, like,
of course,
it tries to predict what you like to see.
Yeah.
So
kind of like on TikTok, right? TikTok does the same shit.
It's every social media. It's all algorithms and all websites too. They try to.
It's gonna go based off of what you watch, what you listen to, what you
exactly.
like, blah, blah,
Even Netflix, bro.
That's how it is.
Netflix shows different posters for the TV show or movie for each user. So like if Training Day is on my suggested, it's gonna be a different picture than your picture.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah. That shit.
Yeah, man. I mean that those type of conversations is like, I don't know, those are kind of annoying sometimes. Like dudes be acting like they got hurt Like for real, for real. It just it's
mean,
like there's like a lot of like anger towards women. It feels like that fresh and fit type of stuff. You know what I'm saying though?
Oh man!
Like at the end of the day, like
it just
be
shows
real, like,
the type of women they be around.
Right.
They be around some like, and those guys. The room, what's their name? The dudes from that video.
They're called the minorities.
The minorities. Yeah, I've seen some of their videos. They be with
their shit's entertaining.
Absolutely, but it's like they hanging out with all hoes. Like,
right?
Yeah,
it's gonna change your outlook a little bit.
Fresh and fit. That's like some Miami shit. Yeah, we're speaking like
I haven't talked about them in a minute.
We're speaking on like a general basis of the bitches that like we see on a regular basis, like with us. So it's like if you go to church, it might not be the same type of scenario. So
hey, they be fucking in church.
They be the freakiest.
They be in church.
Mm-hmm.
You go find a wifey in church.
That's facts.
Oh, somebody's
see no lies. God damn it.
Oh man. Are we still
how
good?
was your day?
What the
anyways, we're an hour in, so I guess we're gonna wrap it up.
All right, wrap it up. Take us out of here, Leroy.
Man, thank you for listening to the Payday Off podcast. Okay.
Episode 14.
Is it episode 14?
14.
Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at Roy Motives at
T Greenery
and
Troy Blyden.
Make sure you go to troyblyden.com. Please get your imperfect merch. All right. He's got more shit dropping. It's gonna be even better. All right, and bigger. Pause. So please go there. Like and subscribe, comment, give us ideas, whatever you want. Either way, we out.
We love you. We love you. Peace.
Click and record.
Oh, there. Oh.